obviously, whatever they're saying, they're not going to be giving us wrong information, but I think it will be important to see how the Americans frame this. Framing of this next round of talks will be important, and I'm sure that they will issue something or the other, but that would actually make situation much more clear. But so far, it seems that things are on track.
Yes, I think I noticed a de-escalation of verbosity and rhetoric on both sides as well as a sign of progress and disincentivizing escalation dominance,
Yeah.
even in the public diplomacy.
Yeah.
So I think that also indicates, and when you read these tweets from the official Iranian handles, you notice the absence of any allegation, any threats, any warnings.
Language is very straightforward.
Straightforward, careful, cautiously optimistic, and acknowledging incremental progress, and also mentioning how long they've gone on. So they want the audience to acknowledge how much effort and patience has gone into these talks. So I think these are positive signs. Both sides are, I think, cautious. I've heard from credible American sources. They have a similar understanding, but they are very careful unless these are articulated directly from the White House, because their vice president is here. So they are careful not to say anything unless it is either shared by Mr. Trump or officially by the White House.
And hopefully it won't be shared by Mr. Trump, because that can very easily, derail the whole situation. I'm sure they have enough sense for that. But okay, quickly, let's just now try and wrap up our transmission also for tonight. Although Kamran looks very fresh, so he can continue, I think.
Of course.
But
I'm thinking to prepare breakfast for you because I just filed a story for Tribune. So obviously, the other thing that I can do, of course, is to prepare a breakfast, and then, of course, we can have it. Yeah.
it's a good offer. It's a good offer. Thank you, Kamran, for that. Final comments for the whole coverage that we've done today. Obviously, I think the fact that we started with not knowing anything, and we're ending with not knowing much, but just a little bit, which brings clarity. So 14, 15 hours has brought us two sentences which tell us what's going on.
From Iranian handle. I think very finely crafted tweet, indeed.
Yeah.
Everything that we have been discussing, that it's going to be intense, it's going to be difficult, it's going to be a lot of sticking points, it's all happening now. Yeah, so I think they've also taken a break.
Yeah.
They must be only humans like us, and rightly so. But the fact that there is no breakdown, that is the good news.
Absolutely, and I think there'll be a positive sentiment already in the markets.
Yes.
Most likely when the markets open, well, tomorrow Sunday. So Shahbaz, I think that issue is
that
off the
issue is
table.
already taken care of, so that they can rest and they can regroup again. But so far, nothing is surprising, given the positive sentiments that were carried out throughout the day and evening and night and then again morning. So that sentiment hopefully would continue tomorrow when they meet again. And the good thing is that no one has so far leaked any story. Either by Iran or by the United States. Pakistan is playing neutral with media as well. So that's also a good sign that no one tried to undermine or influence the other side on the table through media, through their own media. That is also a good sign. So let's close it on a very positive note that things are probably moving as per plan, maybe few extended hours, but still as per plan, where both the sides are still sitting at the same place. They are staying probably. We don't know whether they have moved to the American embassy or not, but probably they are staying in the same hotel. So far so good.
And I think to me it feels like an election night, a Pakistani election night.
Yeah.
It started with a lot of excitement, expecting results after midnight. and yet we are in the next morning and we don't know what is happening. So it feels like,
You
so
think you know the result, but after a little while, the result is something different. So.
But we have a clear candidate for the Prime Minister.
So,
But anyways,
yeah. I mean, concluding thought. I think the first thing is the fact that the talks continued for 14 hours itself is a progress.
Yeah.
Okay, this is how you can look at it. It could have gone either way. I think within few hours it could have collapsed. So this means that there is a serious effort going on. They wanted, this session to be meaningful. So let's hope when they meet again, recharge, reset. So probably the remaining differences that the Iranian side is talking about, they will eventually, resolve those remaining issues, and we will have some good news.